From immigration bans to dividing walls, small hands to Twitter fingers, many of the headlines have focused on the newly elected President of the United States, Donald Trump. And while much of what he says and does has proved controversial, one particular statement the president made towards news outlet CNN has called the integrity of all media outlets into question. At a press conference, Donald Trump lambasted CNN's White House correspondent by saying the network was fake news. However, what exactly is fake news?
Fake news is misinformation that people fall for. And I think that's quite interesting because A, yes, it's misinformation, but B, it's something that persuades people. Fake news is not news you don't like. It's not, oh, I've read the Daily X or the Daily Y and I disagree with that. That's not fake news. That's news you don't like. Fake news isn't about being offensive. It's actually about misinformation and lying.
As Niall Duffy from the Independent Press Standards Organisation reveals, fake news is a very complex issue. While bending the truth for political gain is nothing new, the introduction of social media has certainly seen the amount of fake news dramatically increase.
I think social media has a role to play because everybody's got a smartphone and everybody likes a bit of confirmation bias. So that position where you like what you read and you like things that reinforce your worldview, and perhaps the public isn't quite as good at trying to work out what's fake and what's not.
The rising trend largely came to the forefront during the 2016 presidential election. Across social media, small groups took advantage of online interactions and algorithms by creating hyperbolic articles around the election. While many believe the motivation behind fake news tends to be political, in the social media generation, many of the creators are instead looking for a path to make easy money through advertising. After the election, social media giant Facebook came under criticism for allowing the spread of fake news with no redress. And as well as founder Mark Zuckerberg's initial statement defending the site, the company recently started a program to battle the concept. The new initiative alerts Facebook users when independent fact-checkers have disputed the truth of a news story. Facebook will not block the story from news feeds, but instead flag stories under dispute and include a link to an explanation. And Niall believes eventually the financial and consumer pressure will force many of the top social media sites to better regulate their content.
If I'm advertising on Twitter or Facebook, I want to know that I'm not going to be next to something that is clearly and palpably incorrect. So I think it will be the public, I think it will be advertisers that essentially make Facebook, Twitter and their like start to change how they look at fake news, because we need freedom of expression, but we also need to read the truth.